We are back in Forts, which I haven't played in a very, very long time, but I saw an amazing mod. Basically, look at all of these planes. The planes are now pilotable. We're gonna be using planes that I'm gonna have to control, and we're gonna have to destroy 4 different warships. They have some machine guns, so they'll be shooting back. It's not gonna be just like a turkey shoot. Now, in order to make this work, what we're gonna have to do is create an aircraft carrier out of one of these ships. The one in the back is probably the best, not only because it's safest, but because it gives us the most time to steer the aircraft, which is going to be a tricky thing. So after we kind of loosely design the ship as we want, we need to put an airfield on it to turn the boat into an aircraft carrier. Now we've got a biplane, an F-16 Fighting Falcon, an F-6F Hellcat, an A-10 Warthog, a P-51 Mustang, the Stealth Fighter, and then, what is this? And then we have an AC-130 gunship. Should we start with, look at this thing. Let's start with a biplane. So you pick your aircraft of choice, you fire it, and then you want to pick a big map because what you're gonna have to do, well, is fly it around. So right now I can control the elevators. Look at that, they're shooting at me. Oh, I dropped my bombs. Ooh, and they shot me down. Where were my bombs? Wait a minute, what was my secondary weapon on that? It says it drops flechettes and grenades, so let's try that again and see if we can actually hit one of these ships with it. Huh! Oh, okay, I see what flechettes are. They're literally flechettes. Oh, and there's the grenades. All right, we're gonna try a grenade strike this time. Now, luckily, most of the enemy ships are just having like defensive armament. Okay, so we want to go on a low run, and I need to press N. Hey, look at that! Oh, and this thing, since it's a biplane, it does not, you can't even loop. Oh, hold on. We used an old tactic from World War II, which apparently is pretty decent at taking out enemy ships. I really, really love the old biplane. I want to see if we can't do a flechette strike, which are basically like metal spikes, right? So that's the flechettes. Whoa. And you really only get one go at this, since the aircraft cannot turn around. I don't think. All right, flechette strike. Yeah! All right, now we're not gonna run into the enemy ships just to make it a little bit more challenge. So now going up in technology, that would actually not be the F-6F or the F-16 Fighting Falcon, but instead the F-6F Hellcat. Because the F-4F is the Wildcat, right? Now this thing's got machine guns and bombs, and it's a lot faster. Let's see if we can't do a loop. Oh, we can do loops. This is, oh gosh. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here, except we might want to armor our ships. Oh my gosh, that was scary. Okay. Needless to say, the pilots are maybe not very good because they're me. That looks like it should be able to withstand an aircraft hitting the top of it, right? Plus, we do have more. They're firing just random assorted machine gun rounds at me, which is hilarious. Okay, so we went from World War I to World War II. Oh man, these machine guns are amazing. When are we gonna be reloaded? Okay, in 3 seconds, look on the UI. All right, so we'll circle back, and we need to use B to drop 250 kilo bombs. Oop, nothing to see here, just some test pilot in action. It's all part of the plan. So early to mid-war, World War II. All right, let's drop some. Oof, we duffed those shots, but we will, do we stall out? Oh my gosh, we do. This is actually like really, really, really well done. All right, where's our reference point? There's our reference point. We gotta circle back and go on a dive bombing run. Watch out for any aircraft. Oh! The fact that we're still alive is showing that, well, the first pilots weren't very good. At least we're getting better. This is just so good. Now, with these, you kind of want to go on a dive bombing run. Oh! We absolutely blew up, but we got a pretty decent hit midsection of this ship right here. And so now we could go with the P-51 Mustang, just since we're trying to see which of these aircraft we like the most. It's got 6 machine guns, much like the Hellcat. I think it's just gonna fly better. And it still has 250 kilo bombs, so 500 in ordnance. Machine guns are decent. Oh yeah, it flies, I would say, more nimbly. Oh, that was a really, really good hit. Oh my goodness, okay. Oh my gosh, I thought I crashed right there. We're gonna land this one gracefully in no man's land so that we can then evolve once more. So we go from 50 caliber machine guns of both the Hellcat and the Mustang to 30 millimeter rounds in the A10. This thing is big. And it also has a GBU-39 bomb. I don't know what that is. So let's go ahead and repair our airfield here. And once it's repaired, we're gonna be clear to launch. So how does it fly? Pretty quick. Oh, it's got the sounds. It's got the BERT. If it has the BERT, we're gonna put the enemy in the dirt. Nothing to see here. Oh! Okay, that was a pretty much direct hit on this ship right here. Pretty much tore it up. It didn't finish the job. So let's test out the bombs real quick. Okay, pretty good bombs. It's definitely better ordnance than the P-51 and the Hellcat. Oh, good hits, good hits, good hits. I am pleased with that. Ooh. Okay, we got the front section of this first ship. And wait a minute. Oh, I was like, how is that staying there? It's not, it's sinking. Okay. So after that, I think we would go to the F-16 Fighting Falcon. So this has a M61 20 millimeter Vulcan. So it's like the baby BERT. Dude, 20 mil. It's not as good as the A-10 in terms of that. But we also have Sidewinder missiles. So let's check out those. So to fire the Sidewinders, we need to press B. So we're gonna line up a little bit better of a run here. Look at that aircraft. Oh man, this is awesome. It's just like you really need a big map. I don't know how much of that was because of the missiles we fired right before detonation. We definitely need a bigger map. If you want to see more of this mod, well, let me know and I can commission a much, much bigger map. Okay, so I think this one sank to bombs. And this one right here sank to a combination of Sidewinder missiles, various machine guns and cannon fire, and a little bit of a collision. All right, I want to do a hit on the third spot here. There we go. Now I had to pull up, so I think of the 4 Sidewinders we fired, only 2 hit that first of the remaining ships. Now if they had flak guns, instead of just like loose machine gun fire, it'd probably be significantly more dangerous. Ooh, only 1 out of the 4 there. All right, so we're just gonna land this one casually into the water. Pilot definitely like popped out and, you know, parachuted away. Don't worry, no pilots were harmed in the making of this video. Now we've got 2 aircraft left. The F-117 Nighthawk. And this thing, it doesn't have machine guns. It only has paveway. That's the name of the bomb, is called, quote, paveway. So when you take a look at it, it is gorgeous. It's a very, very cool aircraft. The Cold War killer right here. I don't think that's what it's actually called, but I'm gonna call it that. So what's the paveway? All right, let's do a dummy run on this no man's land. Ooh, that's a big bomb. That's bigger than all the other bombs we've seen so far. Not saying that it's massive, just that it's bigger than what we've seen. And drop. Oh, that was so close. Oh, that's a direct hit, and it destroyed it perfectly. Oh my gosh. Oh, you know what? This is why we armored this ship. This ship, the second one of our 4, for some reason seems to attract all of the attention of some aircraft that are piloted by me that can't land very well. So this is going to be interesting. When you look at the cost, we've got 50, 300 minerals, 200 minerals, 400 minerals, 200 minerals, 200 minerals, and a whopping 1,200. So this one in theory is 3 times more powerful than the A-10 Warthog. Wait a minute. Not only that, this runway cannot handle it. I need a runway Mark II. Oh snap, look at this thing. Oh my gosh, this thing is gonna be a beast. So this thing has 3 different weapon systems. 25 millimeter a 40mm Bofors, and a 105mm howitzer, over 3 times as big as the A10 Warthog's main gun, which is 30mm. And that's just how math works. So now this should be slow. Oh wait, I'm dropping stuff behind me. 25mm equalizers. That's, yeah, it's a little bit harder to fly. I think if we time it right and we admit that we're gonna fly this thing off screen, then what we need is a whole new map with 4 fresh targets and a new modified carrier with a lot of these. Oh, it fires them down. It fired it down straight, and then the others tried to like arc themselves towards it. Let's try this again. So if I fire right here. Interesting. It's pretty good, and pretty good at strafing like an open carrier deck maybe. So the next one would be the 40mm Bofors. Oh, okay. That was a 40mm Bofors. So, oh shoot. Oh gosh. Who's bombing our stuff? Oh, that was a good hit. Yeah, this is so incredibly fun. You can, oh, this thing is definitely a beast. Yes! Okay, we got a hit with our 25mm and the 40mm Bofors. So we're gonna move our aiming reticle over, and now I'm gonna try to hit with a 105. Oh! You gotta be kidding me. This thing is just a like one hit is enough, which I guess makes sense. Oh, another hit with the 105. Oh no, it was a miss. That's okay. We have another one. Wow, that one is in such a difficult spot for me with my low skill level. Or you could just crash it into it. That is pretty much the coolest weapon in Fort's history, a pilotable AC-130 gunship. If you guys want to see more, pull the trigger on the like button, let me know, and I'll see you in the next one.